Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to the round number of 2 of this stream of me trying to improve in the programming. I will be learning about Figma to create some wireframes for my application. And yeah, that's it. 3 minutes typing exercise, 35 minutes of me learning Figma. Or maybe even complete some wireframe, who knows? So let's get into it, huh? Oh god, it's long. Okay, so 3 minutes. Okay, right in time, which is great. Oh, 7. Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm fucking up. Oh well. It is what it is. For some reason, I kind of feel like my fingers are sticking to each other on the left side of the keyboard. Does it make sense? It kind of doesn't to me. Oh well. Anyway, so that was the typing part of this round, and we will go learn Figma then. You get full. Okay, next. Okay. Okay. Hello, Unholy Blade. Welcome to the channel. Okay. Okay, that's done. Yes. My very first time using Figma. And I have no idea how. So the goal which I have in mind, I have this application, right? And I didn't decide like how it should look like, you know, it's like elements like randomly in there. And mainly I don't know how the user stories should look like, right? What will be the workflow of someone actually using the application. So I thought Figma could help me to solidify those things. Am I wrong? I hope I'm not. Yes, I know. Can you explain what the app is? Okay, so in the future, it should be application which kind of plans your shopping list based on some criteria. So let's say you want to lead a healthy lifestyle. So you will have an approximate guess of the calories intake per day, which percentage of that should be intake from I don't know, like meat or maybe vegetables or whatever if you are vegan. How much fat you should intake and so on. And I have this database already, which I got, which has all of these data in it, you know, like all the different fats, you know, which each of the thing consists. Well, I did the backend, you know, this is the backend is like right now it's basically just simple, the backend is right now just simple REST server, you know, which kind of fetches the data from the database, but there's not any logic on it really yet. And then I started to do the front end, you know, so because I thought it will like clear up what I actually want to achieve here, you know, like in a sense of like how it should look like. But you know, I don't know, I'm not like expertly skilled in this at all. So I'm not able to do it like very quickly, you know. And here now I'm thinking like, well, what should be here, what should be there, you know, how it would look like and so on. So I thought it might be faster to do it in Figma. Or I was searching for some like mockups thing, and someone on a stream did recommend Figma to me. So now I'm doing the Figma, and I have no idea. I have a SAS in place, and I'm not against Bootstrap or anything. Right now, I did not care about the look at all. You know, like I think that could be like changed because I don't have a lot of code in place right now, right? So I was only, you know, like it's like randomly placed everything almost, right? So even those things, you know, it doesn't look nice. So I just, right now, everything is default, you know, like I did not set up like how anything should look like except for the blue heading of, in there. That's it. So right now, heading into direction, have something ugly but functional, and after that, improve the looks. That's how I decided to go about it. On the dribble. It's like some image. Mobile, bring, product design. What is it? Web design. Web design. Grocery app. Okay. Where do I search here? Search. Oh fuck that. Okay, hold on. Sign up with Google, then oh my fucking god, I wanted to sign up with the Google fucking thing, so why? I hate it. I hate it. I hate this. I don't want to sign up. Like, no, fuck you. Fuck you, Dribble. No. No. Hey, Daria. Yeah, I'm okay. I just was frustrated with this page. I did not like it. I wanted to sign up with Google, you know, and then even if I do sign up with Google, it asks me to create password, blah 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 blah. So, fuck you, Dribble. I'm not using you. And now I want to create these wireframes in a Figma, and I don't know how to start. File, new, like what, how this works. Where's like tutorial or something? First project. And desktop. It will be like Angular stuff. So, well, it should be responsive. It is a web page, basically. That's what it is. like SPA, single page application. Thank you, Anne-Holly. So move, scale, frame, okay, F. Okay, so we have a frame. Good. Now, what now? Oh, fuck. How do I undo? Control Z works, and yes, like, okay, desktop. Okay, so that works, I guess. It's too big. Why is this here? Go away. What is this? This is just... You can zoom out. How? Oh, control scroll. Okay, good. Good. How can I... Oh, middle button. Now I want to add a button. How do I add a button? Or something which looks like a button? Or how this works? Okay, so what I want to do now is to have basically this: ingredients, requirements, and if I click ingredients, it will show something. Requirements, it will show something else. Control B. Okay. Control B. Fuck, what the hell is that? It doesn't work. Okay, so I will disable this. Fuck, add rule, save change. Good. Now, Control B. Control B, it doesn't do shit. Control B. If I press F, that's getting the frame, right? I already know that. Like, where is it? Here. Well, I have a frame in here. Okay. Oh, there are pages. Okay. On your right, there's what? Okay, so I have this, and I did select the. I did select that. I have that already. Now I want to place like 2 buttons on it, and I don't know how. The stream has to have delay, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds. That's not too much. Press R. That's rectangle. Okay, now what? So there will be 1 button and the second button, I guess. Ah, okay. This is enough for me. How do I do text? Text. It will be... Why is it so small? Ingredients, okay. There has to be somewhere. Oh, here we go. 24. Like, what the hell? Change the size. Here we go. 48 is the right amount. 48 and This will be requirements. So I want to make you bigger. How do I do that? Huh? Looks like this is the way. Now I want to select this guy and make it bigger. Cool. Hey, John Stars. Can I select more things? No. Yeah, how can I group them? Oh, there's a group, so maybe I will do a group selection, Control G. So requirements and this guy, that was Control G, right? Control G. Cool. Okay. This, Control G, good. Now if I take this, nice. That's what I like. Okay, whatever, ingredients, requirements, that's good enough. Yeah. So how do I rename? So this will be requirements button ingredients button and lock it. Oh, there's a lock. Plump, plump. Visible, invisible, visible, invisible. Blah, 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 blah. So right now your buttons are quite large on Figma because they have a button width of 300 pixels. Yeah, so if I do this, then I will. Yeah. Oh, I did lock it. Yeah, but fuck that. Okay, whatever. That's good. So this is the page one, right? So this will be the ingredients. This will be, rename it. Requirements. Good. Now, can I copy this somehow? Copy. What? I don't know. I'll try this. Ah, it works. Cool. Okay. How are you, Dario, by the way? Also, the Discord is open. If you wanna jump in, or anyone wants to jump in. Now what? Okay, so we are in the requirements. Go away, and maybe I will disable this. Okay, so is there a way how to make it darker by default? No, it's too much white. What is this? Oh, there are video tutorials, shit like that. This video tutorial sounds good. What is Figma? Okay, so we'll switch to dark mode again. It's too white. Oh, thank you, Anna-Holly. See you next time.
We know that good design is more than how something looks. It makes people feel. It makes people act. It makes a good product great. But for all the good design out there, the design process is often a mess. Files are passed back and forth, endless final versions are saved, and nobody ever has the right fonts. At Figma, we thought the design process needed a redesign, and so that's what we did. Figma is a platform where teams design together. It unites everyone in your creative process. Bring that idea to life in a design,
thank you.
wireframe, or prototype. Figma does it all in the cloud. Let your writer do their...
Okay, that is understand. I want a tutorial. Coffee with Charlie. New to Figma. Beginner tutorials. Here we go.
We know that good design is more than how something
looks.
looks.
Okay, I just saw this.
Fonts. Idea to life.
Oh crap, there must be such a great delay on the stream. It's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds. Yeah, I don't care about the design at all. I don't care about the design. I just want to like think about the functionality visually, like let's say I will have here selected here. Do I want to have a field in here which will say, how much it will, like just the reason about it as a user. I don't care if it looks pretty. I don't like whatever. I can use even Microsoft Paint. I don't care. I just searching for something where I can draw squares or whatever the fuck, like, and pretend that like I am the user, and I'm doing stuff. That's the goal. That's what I'm what I'm after. I don't care how it looks. Yeah, I don't care how it looks right now.
Wireframe, or prototype. Figma does it all in the cloud. Let your writer do their word magic right in your design file. Figma lets you both get on the same page.
Okay, so we'll have so which one? This guy? Is the first one? I guess. Because it's like, oh well, yeah. So this is a link for the search, right?
What's up, everybody? I'm Jesse Show.
That is good. This guy, okay. He's shouting at me already. I didn't do anything to you.
Walter, and I'm really excited because today we're taking a look at an amazing piece of design software. It's great for collaborating and
We just met. Why are you shouting at me? I don't understand.
Prototyping and designing, perfect for web designers and UI designers and people who want to do digital design of all sorts. That's right, today we're taking a look at Figma. This video is all about getting up and running with the basics of Figma. So some of those basic design tools, a tour around the interface, as well as some of the key features of Figma, like collaborating and prototyping and all that good stuff. This would be a great video for people who've heard of Figma, but haven't taken the time to dig in and find out if it's the right fit for them. With all that being said, let's get started. So jumping right in, taking a look at the screen, I'm at Figma.com, and that's where you would go to check out Figma, to download it, to see all the features that it has. But really right here it says it all. You can design, prototype, and gather feedback all in one place with Figma. It's available online, on Windows, on Mac, on Linux, on everywhere, because it really in the end is a browser-based software. And because it's browser-based, I think that's what opens it up to be a platform that allows you to do so much, because the browser can do so much. A lot of people have called Figma the Google Drive of design tools. I can get down with that. That's definitely a piece of it, but there's so much more when it comes to collaborating and working together. So after you've downloaded, you can just open up Figma like so, and this is the exact same way it'll look in the browser. It's the same way that it looks when you download the application. First things first, this is the dashboard. This is where you'll be able to see all of your recent projects. I have a few test projects in here. If you drop down on your name here, you'll be able to see your account settings and sign out. You'll also be able to see drafts and any deleted files, any shared projects that are shared to you, so you can actually have access. And then also you have your different teams. We're not going to go too much into the team thing today, but that is definitely out there and available. Up the top, you can see I have the ability to create a new file, but I also have the ability to import a file. Figma will import sketch files. I think that's the only format that it'll import right now, but that's really helpful if you're a sketch user and you want to transition into using Figma by yourself or in your team. I think that's pretty rad. So you could do that as well. But let's create a brand new file by pressing that plus. You can see that we're going to get almost exactly like a browser, right? We're going to get a tab up here and it's untitled, and we can just drop down and rename this Figma test. And now our file is named. If I want to go back to my dashboard by clicking my little icon, you can see there's my file right there. I can click back over and you can see that it is in my draft. So that's looking pretty good. I can move it into a project if I wanted to. So let's say I want to move it over here into it's part of this. But that's, you can see I have the ability to create a new file, but I also have the ability to import a file.
Okay, so we'll be going back and forward. Oh, this is not Figma. This is Figma. Yeah, so he does this. Where the fuck was it? Show me.
Figma will import sketch files. I think that's the only format that it'll import right now, but that's really helpful if you're a sketch user and you want to transition into using Figma by yourself or in your team. I think that's pretty rad. So you could do that as well. But let's create a brand new file by pressing.
That was the plus sign over there. Okay, so that's only when you open it. Yeah, he probably had it shaven and now he's trying to cover it.
That plus. You can see that we're going to get almost exactly like a browser, right? We're going to get a tab up here and it's untitled, and we can just drop down and rename this.
What the hell? This is not how it looks for me. Is it because I have it magnified?
Figma test, and now our file is named. If I want to go back to my dashboard by clicking my little icon, you can see there's my file.
So he has this thing over here. I don't fucking have a general name. Yeah, sure. I can put this like food shopper, I guess. Yeah, but that doesn't solve the problem. Oh yeah. First of all, now. Well, the point being, I don't have the same thing as he does.
File right there. I can click back over, and you can see that it is in my draft. So that's looking pretty good.
That's what I see. That's what I. Oh, hold on. That's his browser. Fucking A. Okay. So he's on Mac. Okay.
You can do a project if I wanted to. So let's say I want to move it over here into.
I thought it's the part of the part of the page because he doesn't have the normal like red, green, and yellow.
It's part of this project.
Okay.
Now it's located there. I go back to my dashboard and I click in here and you can see it's all organized. So there's a folder structure.
Okay, so the dashboard he just pinned in there. I see. Now I get it. Now I get it. So how can I go to the dashboard, huh? Where's the fucking dashboard? Where's the fucking dashboard? Figma.com. This is the dashboard. It's not the dashboard. Do I need a dashboard? Okay, fuck that.
To organize things, even though it's all browser-based. And also, if you really wanted to, once you're in your file, which currently has nothing, so it's not super amazing, you could come to the menu and go over to File, and you could save it as a .figma file. If you really wanted to have a physical file, it's available to you. Now that we are in our project, you can see this is the basic kind of interface that you'll be working with the majority of the time. Over on the left-hand side, you have a list of possible pages. Right above that, you have the menu that we just looked at that has all the different options, all the different things you could do. So that's available. You have your move and your scale tools. Anything that has a small white arrow next to it is going to tell you there's more tools underneath it. Similarly, we have the frame, which is kind of like your artboard tool. You have the ability to slice things if you're going to do exporting out to the web and whatnot. And then you have all of your shapes and all the things you would want to insert: rectangles, lines, arrows, ellipses, polygons, stars, and you're able to place an image as well. You also have a pen tool and a pencil tool, as well as a text tool and a comment tool. We're going to get to all those a little bit later. Here in the pages section, this is where you're also going to get all your layers. As you start dragging elements out, you'll see the layers appear there in the layers panel. If you want to create a new page, you can do that and have multiple different pages going. If you want to duplicate or delete or rename pages, you can do all that by right-clicking. Kind of standard stuff. We have a shape on the artboard. You can see the rulers are exposed, and you can turn all those kinds of things off by going up to view. So if we wanted to turn our rulers off, we could. We also have guides and layouts and grids and pixel grids and out.
Where
Turn all
did
those
you
kinds of
get
things off by
it?
going up to view. So if we wanted to turn our rulers off, stuff. We have a shape on the artboard. You can see the rulers are exposed, and you can
He went outside of the
turn all those kinds of things off by going up to view. So if we
showing.
wanted to turn our rulers off, we could.
Fuck that.
We also have guides and layouts and grids and pixel grids and outlines similar to like Adobe Illustrator. All that stuff is in those menus. I'll let you explore those. I'm going to stick to the main interface. Up at the top, you have some different tools. So being able to edit an object, you can click that and it'll open up the edit object kind of tool. So I can actually click individual nodes and move those around. We have some really smart snapping going on, so that's really nice. And you also have the ability to bring up the drawing tools as well as bring up the bend tool and.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that would be FIGMA.com. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's say I want the application. Is there an application? Get desktop app. Why would I double click on my project? To achieve what? Like, I have it here, right? So, like, if I... Oh, this is a page. And I click on it, it says like... So, I'll have the application now. Hopefully. Log in with browser. I fucking did it. Go to the browser, open. Why are you white? Settings. Plug in dark mode magic, okay. Dark mode magic. Like, go away. Like, fucking A. Oh, install. Install. Oh, is it fucking A? Generates calls for dark mode. Okay, so that's not it. That's not what I want. Theme. From your selection. Okay, I don't like it. I don't like it. Search toggle. Dark. Out. Theme maybe. Theme. Oh, that's searching the projects, right? Or whatever. What is this? Fuck it.
Kind of like
rabbit
edit
hole.
things. So you can do a lot of maybe icon design, vector design in here as well. You can also get to the same kind of interface of editing a shape just by double clicking it and not having to go all the way up here and click the edit object button. Over here we have the create component button, which there's a hotkey for that as well. But creating components, one of the main kind of primary things you want to do in user interface design, creates a reusable component. And now we'll notice this part of the interface down the bottom left. We're currently in the layers panel, but if we click over on the components panel, you can see I have my rectangle. And I could rename this component if I wanted to.
I'll finish this video and I'll go sleep.
Let's see, maybe we call it button, and we just make it more the shape
That's
of
the plan.
Now if I go back over to my components, you can see it's right there, and I can drag instances of my button out onto the canvas. Interesting to note, in Figma, there's no symbols page or master page. Everything just happens in your main canvas or your main work area. So if I was, for instance, creating a design for an iPhone and I had placed this button here, if I delete this button, which is the master, and you can tell that by going back over and seeing the icon, let's just drag the other one on here and we'll delete this. The difference between these two, you can see this one is empty and this one is filled using that component kind of iconography. This is the empty component iconography, which represents an instance versus the real deal, right? So that's the real deal right there. So if I was to delete an instance, we would still have that button that we could use in our components library. But if we delete our main component, well, now it's not there. It's not usable anymore. So that's just a little something to note. Okay, so back up to our tool panel. If I have multiple shapes on the canvas and I was to overlap them, I can also mask, which there's a hotkey for as well. I can mask those elements, and then I could double click and move that mask around. So you have some different masking options. Again, if you double click, you can also kind of transform the path there and double click anywhere else to get out of it. So that's the way that you would be masking things. We can select our mask, which is represented by the little half moon shape over there, and we can say use this mask again, and that will release the mask. It should say release mask, but it says use this mask. So that's the way that you mask objects. You also have the ability to, if we had something that's a different color, to use some regular Boolean operations, right? So we can do, we can unionize them, and or instead we could subtract them, or intersect them, or exclude them, and all of those are going to stay right there. We can also have the option to flatten said object, and now that
Yeah, but it's like discontinued and okay, well, this is a rabbit hole. This is not helping me achieve my goal. And changing the mode to something else. It is a rabbit hole. It is a scope creep if you want. Fuck that. I guess I'll live with it for a bit, or I will just use the online version or whatever. We'll have a look what he has to say.
that has done like a permanent destructive edit to my shape right there. And again, everything's still editable. So that's really, really nice. We're gonna draw another shape and just place that in the middle, and we're gonna explore the top right over here. Up here on the top right, you have the different people who are currently collaborating and working on this project. Right now it's just myself, but if I was to share this link or somebody else was to open this project and collaborate with me, I'd see their avatar, their user account right there as well. We have some share options. Anybody with the link can view it, or it makes me the owner. I can add different people. I can allow them to view it or edit it. So that's really, really nice. We're also able to publicly embed this into a blog post perhaps so people could see it. They wouldn't be able to edit it if we didn't want them to. So that's kind of nice. You can do work and then just kind of like put it on your portfolio. So we have the presentation settings, which we'll get to a little bit later. We also have the view settings, which allows us to turn on and off a pixel grid or preview grid or layout grid. All of those are there, zooming in and zooming out, as well as updating and checking our libraries. All that stuff is there. We're not going to be working with libraries and team libraries. You do have to have a paid account to do that. It's a little bit more on the advanced side. I'm not going to go into that today. But the magic is down the right-hand side. We now have the properties panel where we can align items, obviously. We're also able to change the X and the Y values. We're also able to give things border radiuses like this. And I really like this about Figma, that as you drag, if you go all the way to the edge of the screen, it will allow you to just pick up from the next side of the screen. So you don't have to keep kind of scraping over. That's kind of nice. You can also do that by grabbing any shape and just moving and working the shape and the radius from the different nodes that pop up, the radius nodes. So that's nice as well. Also, yeah, you can rotate all that good stuff. And you also have constraints. We're going to get to that in a second on how to kind of fix things and position them for responsive design. We also have different blending modes. So you have your regular blending modes. We can turn things on and off. So we have the fill panel where you can add multiple fills, remove those fills, turn them on and off, and You can also adjust what color they are and the style of them. They don't need to just be colors. They can be solid colors. They can be gradients. You can also fill with images like so. You have different stroke and different effects like drop shadow and background blur and inner shadows. And you can also set this up to be ready to export. And so that's nice. We can turn preview on and off. And then if we want to export this element, we can add multiple export settings with particular tabs that we can go into. And we're going to go into those momentarily.
How do I pretend I have a clickable button?
So that was a brief tour of the user interface as well as a little bit of a deep dive into some of the specific tools you might use there on the interface. We got a few more things to cover to get you up and running. One of those things we talked about is working responsibly and make sure that elements grow and shrink depending on the size of the artboard. And right on the x-axis, we want it to scale, and then we want it to stay pinned to the top. It's represented by this awesome little chart here, but you can see as I grab the artboard, it's going to stretch with me. Grabbing this and making sure it's just anchored to the top. You're not going to allow you to do different things. For instance, the ellipse tool allows you to change the arc. You sweep that back.
I don't care.
Like that. So that's really, really nice to keep you on track. There's really nice smart snapping as you go, and you can play with and do whatever you need to do. You can also double click, go back in, and grab the nodes and start moving.
This is not
there and be ready for other people to interact with. Okay, so once you click the arrow tool, all comments will go away. But when you click the comment tool again, you'll be able to click on comments and see what's going on with them right there in the designs.
Not useful to me.
So let's say we're going with that one, and then I'm going to click here and lead myself back. When you do that, you can open it back up. Interaction needs to be on tap, for instance, and then you can have prototyping, which is an awesome feature inside of FIGMA. If I had another artboard, I just drug that over to the side. We could go over to the prototype screen, and immediately that's going to have any element that I click on give me a prototyping node that I can lead to any other artboard that I have on my canvas. So let's say we're going with that one, and then I'm going to click here and lead myself back.
Okay, that's what I want.
Any other to the side. The comment will no longer be there. So the next thing we need to talk about is prototyping, which is an awesome feature inside of FIGMA. If I had another artboard, I just drug that over to the side. We could go over to the prototype screen. The next thing we need to talk about is prototyping, which is an awesome feature inside of FIGMA. If I had another artboard and I just drug that over to the side.
How did you do that?
Inside of FIGMA. If I had another artboard and I just
How did you fucking do that?
Just drug that over to the side. We could go over to the prototype screen, and immediately that's going to have any element.
Okay, prototype. Where is it? Here. Okay, prototype. So ingredients, let's say I will select okay, but can I, like let's say I will have this requirements, then I say prototype and creating connection. So this, and if I click it, device none, starting frame none. How the fuck this works? Device, whatever. This is like fuck you. Okay, so but I want, if I click here, I want to go there. Like here. This is the here I shall go. Right, so if I click on this here, just this button, if I close it, nothing do this stuff. Okay, if I play it, doesn't do shit. Selecting prototype, doesn't do anything. Design, nothing. Prototype, interaction, show prototype settings. Starting frame, select the frame your prototype will begin with. It doesn't let me do shit. Is this because of the dark mode? Is it fucking me up? So we do ingredients. Then I will go here, requirements, go prototype, show prototype section. Oh, it's blurred. Okay, none. So we will do custom size, I guess. What the hell is this? Starting frame doesn't let me. Select the frame your prototype will begin with. How? How? Okay, show me.
Element that I click on, give me a prototyping node that I can lead to any other artboard that I have on my canvas. So let's say we're lead to, that's going to drag that over to the side. We could go over to the prototype screen, and immediately that's going to have
and then he click. Okay, so we do prototype. Then I want to fucking click this. So how does it do shit? Okay, so prototype. Prototype. Prototype settings. Situation fail, whatever. It's locked. Oh yeah, but he just did prototype and then bam, and that was it. Unlock. Oh, like this. Okay, so prototype. Select prototype. Show prototype settings. Still nothing.
Element that I click on give me a prototyping node that I can lead to any other artboard that I have on my canvas.
Let's see.
So let's say that I can lead to immediately. That's going to have any element that I click on give me a prototyping node that I can lead to any other artboard that I have on my canvas.
Object because it's like eclipse rectangle, and I have. This is not faster.
So let's say we were going with that one, and then I'm going to click here and lead myself back. When you do that, you can decide what the interaction needs to be on tap, for instance, and then you can change the behavior. Like we want to push this over.
How the fuck do you do that? Create second frame. Okay, so I'll select all, copy, paste. Then I will move it here, I guess. Okay, now here or here, prototype, show prototype settings. Then I'll select this. Interactions, nothing.
From the left to the right, we get a little transition preview, and then we can press the present button and get a browser-based preview of the work that we've done. So I get a nice preview here. I can click and we'll see it transition and instantly transition back. So it was so instant you didn't even see it go back. We can close that tab and just move things around a little bit so that we can see the difference. Open it back up. Prototyping is just really smooth, really easy in Figma.
Oh, really?
I really enjoy it, and there's not much else to it really besides sharing.
Really easy, you say, huh?
We already talked about, but that's prototyping for the most part. Last thing we need to know about is
fuck this. Yeah, but you know, like, yeah, press prototype. You know, I did press prototype. Then I select this. Now what? This prototype. Select prototype. I can get this. Doesn't work. It has like dotted thingy over here. Okay, so this prototype. Now what? I have it selected. Prototype. Prototype needs to have at least one frame. I have 2 frames, for the fuck's sake. Hold on, there's something wrong. Prototype settings, starting frame. It doesn't let me show, select. Oh god, this is frustrating. Such a bullshit. Wow. Okay, so I'll select this. I have it selected, right? Again here. I don't have the group, I have the frame selected. Oh, show prototype doesn't let me do anything. Okay, fuck that. I'll watch the rest of the video.
Exporting work. We already talked about exporting things as individual elements. You can slice things and export those out. You can save your project as a .figma file, but you can also head over to the code
I do
tab.
appreciate that you are trying to help me. I really do. But maybe, you know, like I need to sleep on it, I guess, or something. I'm grumpy, and I'm sorry. I do apologize. And I don't want to be grumpy, and so I will just rest of the video, and then I will go sleep on it, and maybe tomorrow there will be something which I will look, or I will go step by step through the entire thing, and I will achieve that.
And you can see the different versions of code, whether it's iOS or Android or CSS, and you can actually leave this and make this available to your engineering team or to your developer, which is a really, really nice touch. The code aspect is really, really awesome. It's everything a digital tool should be. It allows you to not only design, but immediately implement into code, and that's pretty much it. That's it.
Well, the other thing is I could try it in here. So the first project, yes. Food shopper. Now I can select this prototype. Yeah. Frame. I don't know how. Okay.
That's the basics of getting up and running with Figma. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and hit that.
Okay, done. Yeah. Let's rate someone. And I will stop everything.